I didn't get Emmett Till, didn't die a young man. But the night's still young, devils and demons got guns. I watch racism evolve, gave birth to daughters.
Okay. Intermingling. You see? Like in Puerto Rico, or where they came against the Taínos. And those people were darker than you, maybe a little lighter than me. Facial features, slightly different, not much. See? That's why I know your brother. History of the entire people on the planet. I can tell them where they originated from. And what aspect of my indigenous people were mixed with them.
That only goes back so far, though.
That goes back to Genesis, baby. That's why I was telling you about
Genesis ain't
Sodom
that
and
old.
Gomorrah.
And the comparison of,
and
the,
you're absolutely
of the
right.
Earth alone, before the universe, and just the Earth, all that shit's only a couple thousand years old. That shit ain't that old.
A couple of thousand? You
Yeah.
can't even verify that. It's not a couple of thousand.
Even if
The
it was,
Bible-
even if the Bible was 1,000,000 years old, which is not,
And
it's
I'm not
far
saying-
from 1,000,000
I
years old.
understand
Even
that.
if it was 10,000 years old.
Dre, they're
In
still
comparison
finding
to the
stone
Earth.
tools from hundreds of thousands
Yeah,
of
that's
years
cool,
ago.
but the Earth's been
Okay.
here for millions of years.
I get that. And so many revolutions.
Right.
And creations and recreations.
Right. So
How do
why?
you know?
So why mix
How
yourself
do you know?
up? Because I could see it. Because for all of this stuff, because the whole everything that I'm talking, everything you took, because the Bible. That's how I know. Because the Bible, for every text I've seen, then there's evidence all around me that dinosaurs were here, that Jesus was here, that all of this existed on this same place where I'm still at. I can still go to all of those places right now. If I want to go to Jerusalem, I can hop my ass on a plane and go to fucking Jerusalem. I'll be right there where Jesus was. I could go to Egypt, all of that, Ra, all of that shit. Those places are still here. But those people and those ideas and those concepts are gone.
Are they?
For the most part, the
How do
majority of
you
people.
leave any trace
Now,
of
these-
yourself behind?
Now check this out.
No, it's
Right,
an important
right.
question because you said, why would you read something
How-
else that
right.
someone
You
else
leave-
wrote in their interpretation,
Of
and
what
then
the
you
earth
just
was
said
then,
that
of what the earth was
everybody's
thousands
gone.
of
What the
years
earth
ago.
was, what was going on, whatever the hell it is.
Was
So
thousands
what
of
I'm
years ago.
saying is, can you really say that they're gone when they left you as best they could a record of what was here?
No, you know why? This is the
So,
thing. The
no,
record
now,
that they
then-
left you, according
go
to
ahead.
your words, are brought. They felt these things from a divine place, and they left these things because they felt like they needed to be taught to other people. What I'm saying is, I'm talking to the divine place, and I know
Why
that
do
I'm
you always
talking to
point
the
up when
divine
you say
place
divine?
because it's my higher self.
What about down in China on the other side? How come you don't say divine? Because it's basically on the
Because
polar
I'm not
opposite of
talking
us.
about this world. I'm talking about the universe that I am.
So somebody
So
in
my
China is
higher
pointing
self.
up there too.
I'm not tripping on nobody
But they're
in China
pointing in the
because
opposite
I'm
direction.
right here.
So why do you point up? That's
Because
my
this is
simple
the
question.
center of my universe.
Oh, so why do you go here when you say my universe? My
Because
universe
this is what's
here.
above me right now. In the reality that I'm in right now, this is what's above me. So when I think of my higher self, I point to something above the reality of where I'm at right now.
And in your reality, you're not as high as you can be.
I'm never going to be as high as I can be because I'm always expanding.
Okay. So your higher self is always up.
My higher self is always up. That's why I point that way when I speak of him.
And you understand that the science I've been taught speaks about higher and lower self.
Correct, yes. You told me that. So, exactly. So you saying the science you've been taught teaches you of higher and lower self. I've always had this perception of myself. And I've always understood where my higher and lower self was according to where I am in my consciousness of my reality at this moment in time. And at this moment in time, my higher and lower self, through the experiences that I had, told me that I want to keep going higher. I don't want to deal with my lower self. I want to keep moving on to my higher self. That's when I chose the path that I was on. And on that path, I found people who say, hey, this guy wrote about this experience that you're having 2,000 years ago, and this is what he said about it. And I've always said to myself, well, that's cool, because he is me.
So you did
2,000 years
validate.
ago. I can't.
But
I can't validate what he experienced.
You said that's cool.
That's cool. If that's your perception on it, then now that's part of my reality because you've told that to me, and I've heard it from other people, which make it part of my reality. A lot of people that I've come across in the whole experience of my reality have valued these same books and tried to show me parts of these same books, and I, a long time ago, in another part of my consciousness, said, oh, well, these are people who I value, and they value these books, so I'm going to study these books. And then I started studying the books, and as I studied the books, I found that there are things that in my perspective of where I'm at in my life and what my reality is saying aren't meshing. I'm having questions that I have to ask myself about these books and what these books are telling me. So then I came to the realization that, okay, I don't agree with what that's saying. I don't believe that God, if God is love, and I know what love is only from my perspective, so what I have decided love is to me. If that's what God is, then he wouldn't have done this. So could I do that to something I love? No. Well then, this is bullshit, and I'm going to keep getting my feed from the direct source, which I keep pointing up because is my higher self. So where am I at right now? What experiences have I had? Okay, what should I have done differently? What did I learn from that? That was my lower self, that was my higher self. I should have did what my higher self would do. Why would my higher self do that? Because he understands that if you love somebody, you're not going to be this way to them, because this is what love is. Love is caring, and love is not shysty. Love is not jealous. Love is not trying to do anything.
Here's the deal. Let's say
if that's what I'm basing my shit off of, then I'm not going to listen to what some dude said 2,000 years ago, which also hit the dude who's in this book with another person. That's how in my lower self, that's how I interpreted it. But it kept coming back to me.